Good morning. Today is Wednesday and we're continuing with topics suggested by my viewers and friends. Today's comes from Kevin Stone, a church friend. Kevin asked me to talk about homelessness and how we as human beings should stop judging the homeless and instead have compassion for them. Kevin, thank you so much. This is a wonderful topic and it's one that needs to be discussed. If you are all about adding value to other people, which is what I've been preaching ever since I started doing these little videos, then you add value by being compassionate. You don't add value by judging other people. But let's talk about the homeless for a minute. The only way that you can really even have a clue what those folks are about, where they're coming from, why they are where they are, is if you yourself, one, know their story, and two, have experienced this situation yourself. You know, we often talk about you never know what it's like to be someone else until you've walked in their shoes. So you don't know what it's like to have lost a child until you've actually lost a child. You don't know what it's like to have lost a job until you've actually lost a job. And friends, you don't know what it's like to be homeless until you are homeless. You don't know how quickly that can happen. It's amazing to me how so many people today live one check away from homelessness. All it takes is for you to lose your job. Unemployment is not going to cut it. And you are so close to devastation without even realizing it. For me, you know, we've been fortunate enough that when we have struggled in the past, when we've lost jobs, we've always had a support network of people that would come forward and help us if we needed it, to help us get another job or to lend us money until we got back on our feet. Whatever the situation, we were blessed. But that's not always the case for everyone. They don't always have that support network. Some young people in particular leave home in bad circumstances. They come from families of abuse and they think they can make it on their own, and they quickly discover they can't. And so they end up on the streets. And what do they get from us? Instead of being compassionate and wanting to help them, we judge them. We criticize them. We look at them through squinty eyes and make comments under our breath. It's just not the way it's intended to be. Compassion is what it's all about. Be compassionate to these people and offer them help. I have a good friend, Dallas McGlynn, who I have great respect for. Dallas started a homeless ministry at our old church, and she was determined to help as many people as possible. But she wasn't sure how she'd be able to do that if she didn't have the support of all of the people in our congregation. Now, it was a blessing because when Dallas put the word out, she got the help she wanted. But she was so determined that I have no doubt, and she even said it, that if it ended up just being her, she would take a loaf of bread, make some sandwiches, and go stand on a corner and feed the hungry, because she was determined she was going to help the people who needed it. That is intentional living. That is being compassionate and doing for others what you should do. Friends, don't turn away from the homeless people. Don't ignore them when they need your help. If you are worried about being scammed, do what I do. Say a prayer and God will lead you to do what's necessary. I always, when I see somebody on a corner with a sign, I never know, is this somebody just trying to scam me, or is this somebody who really needs my help? And I trust God to show me the times when that person is really someone who needs help, and when I'm able to, I help. And I encourage you to do the same thing. Look for ways to be compassionate and helpful instead of judgmental in every situation, but especially in the situation with the homeless. Thank you again, Kevin, for bringing some light to this topic. I hope you all have a wonderful day.